I would rather be a dumb person with all the,
All advantages, okay.
and that's really hard for me to answer that because I enjoy my smartness. But I do know that,
It's an advantage, unfortunately, right?
well, I grew up in a bad environment, and I didn't know I was smart until I was 33. I remember I called my mom, this before I started, this is right before. I called my mom and said, "Mom, I'm smart." Literally. I didn't know. I spent the majority of my life being a fuck up.
I mean, what's the old test, if you expect a fish to climb a tree, of course he's dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, like I asked on the podcast before, what do you rather do? Would you be born in like Appalachian Mountains of Kentucky to two parents have GEDs, or be born rich in North Korea?
What would you choose?
Kentucky all day long, baby.
Yeah, come on. I would, yes.
North Korea? And they have no clue.
Yeah.
They have like no clue at all.
The rest of the world, no.
They have no clue. Like if we suppose South Korea invaded North Korea, on the road tip, North Koreans, they will fight like
they're convinced. Let me not try to be offensive, but I heard a story that Kim Jong-un's father convinced North Koreans that 1 + 1 = 1 by adding 1 drop of water to another drop of water.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, damn, that was bars.
And so most people don't know this. Like, so I wish you have this lunch South Korea. Every 2 or 3 years, North Korea fires missiles across South Korea. South Korea can easily defeat them, but usually we keep them apart, right? Don't do it right. And the main reason is like no one's figured out the refugee problem, right?
Oh, where are they gonna put it?
All the North Korea are going to go south and then go to north, right? China's like, we don't fuck this problem, like it's like it's all balled up. And then if you're China, do you really want a unified Korea backed by U.S. military even closer, right?
Yeah, no, you bet.
And like, of course I'm pro-American, right? Pro-tech, but like sometimes you can take your stance to look at the side of the country, right? With Russia, we're never advanced NATO. Now we're like knocking on the fucking Kremlin door, right?
Yeah.
The same thing with China, right? I mean, we're allies with, kind of allies with Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, Taiwan, the Philippines, right? And so you're China, like, I know I'm big bad China, but goddamn, like,
Yeah.
all of y'all look against me,
All of y'all?
and like,
You surrounded them.
and they had a political cartoon, like all the U.S. military bases around like Russia and China, right? Of course, combined like NATO and like our allies, right? And someone's like, what's Russian politician said, like, now imagine if this was reversed. All of our bases all in Cuba, the Bahamas, the Gulf of Mexico, Hawaii, Greenland. Or you probably changed your tune, right?
Yeah, definitely. We think.
Well, then some put a comment, yeah, but we're the United States of fucking America, so that will never happen. It's like you say, yeah, that would never happen because the United States of fucking America, you comedy bastard.
Oh, you bastard.
The comments are just fucking off the chain, dude.
We cocky as fuck. I swear, all of us. It's not even just one of us. We all cocky as fuck. You are. Because I am. I know. Let me speak for myself.
Yeah.
I'm cocky as fuck.
It's good to be cocky, though.
Yeah, I think it is. You were mentioning something earlier. You said that that the earth has not been inherited by the meek.
Yeah.
It's really true that unfortunately the ones that's been out here winning is the ones that's selfish enough to take for themselves.
Yeah. And they read the history,
Yeah. And it's been done over and over.
Can I tell you what? The history of the Texan independence written by the Texans and the Mexican Nationals are vastly different. Vastly different.
Very different, yes.
Very different. Like in Texas, the fall animals heroic, and Mexican history, like, yeah, just some bullshit battle, 200 people died.
Right. Like it's nothing for them, but for us, it was an epic.
Like David Crockett died there.
He was a hero, a national hero. We made movies based on him. He wore a raccoon on his head.
You know what? How come there's never been a fucking raccoon man superhero?
Oh, yo, the raccoon, but not the raccoon guy.
There's no Raccoon Man superhero. I mean, the Spider Man, Beetle Man.
We got a lot of animals. Wolverine. We got.
Is there Porky Pig Man?
It probably is. Shit. We got Sandman. We got Waterman. We got all kinds of. They put every element.
I know people listening like, damn, are these fucking dudes gonna stay on fucking on topic?
No, never. Yeah. Cheers. We just.
So-
this is fun. I'm just. I don't know. But I'm gonna have some fun.
Do you think what? So you're not a scientist, but you kind of like in that area, right? Sort of, kind of like you're kind of smart.
I hang with scientists.
Okay. What responsibility do scientists have to society? Is it like use a scientific method every time? Is it like use on personal opinion? Like, it's like, okay, my ethics tell me this one thing, but my government overlord says to say something else, you know?
To me, real science is methodology.
Mhm.
Real science is methodology. And I feel like as a pursuer of truth in science, you know, taking that serious methodology and applying it to everything around us to determine what's actually true and what's not is I'm responsible for that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely responsible for that. Just like beautiful people on the internet are responsible for not being assholes.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so how long you been here in this area?
In the military?
Here for the
Here, I get to see.
area.
I came out here right after my dad died.
You have family up here already? You got your family here, right? I think you told me that story, yeah.
Yeah, I do have family. Not too much on talking terms, but I do have family over here. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Every year.
how old are you right now?
37.
37. And so, growing up, what would you say was like your toughest year growing up? Like you're like 13, 14, but like the one year you look back like, man, like, how'd I survive this? Like,
I had a lot of hard years, but I would say 17,
17?
I was real big fuck up.
Okay, so 17.
And life was already hard for me, but I made it way worse for myself.
Okay.
I started hanging with the wrong people. I wanted to be popular. I started hanging with people in school that was, you know, partying all the time, skipping, drugs, fighting.
So, what would 17-year-old David say about 37-year-old David?
You'll swear, bro. Yeah.
I mean, as far as like, you know, what you made yourself for life, how far you come, you know, like me, when I was 17 years old, this is kind of embarrassing to say, I was 17 years old. To me, the dream job was to be a Burger King assistant food manager.
Really?
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. You have exceeded
Because I knew people.
initially.
Cause I knew people who like did that right. They had nice cars, had nice girlfriends, you know. Like they had some spending money, you know. Some spending money. You see them around town, you know. But yeah, I mean, of course, I was found like grease and oil and fish fries, whatever. But they had a decent car, you know. Like yeah, yeah. That's my goal. That's like yeah. And you know, fortunately for me, my wife, my kids, I kind of exceeded that just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Just a little bit, right? But y'all remember those days, right? Every time I passed the Burger King,
Home memories. Good.
every time I passed the Burger King, but I think about that dude I looked up to.
I'm reminded of what I could have been. I'm very glad that you made different choices, my guy.
Yeah.
The world has been blessed by your presence here.
Thanks. And so one time I can remember, like, you know, you give the pitch events, and of course, you know, we talk in front of them. Always like how much do I share, right? Because you don't want to know the kid's background. You want to say, hey, oh my, I had such a fucked up background, and they're like fucking middle class kids, like, you know, like what the fuck you talking about, dude? Yeah. I have both my parents.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't understand.
Yeah, you know, it's like how much do you share, right? I'm gonna tell you the stories. Like I dropped out of high school. Of course, I went back. So my worst year was 6th grade. My best year was 6th grade, right? Reason being, like I'll get beat up all the time. One time, my friend Patrick Norman, I was looking to find this dude, right? He's probably dead, unfortunately. That's where we grew up. Me and him skipped school for 12 straight days.
Oh, what?
At 12 years old.
Oh.
Imagine being 12 years old, downtown San Antonio. Downtown San Antonio. We're sneaking we're yeah.
Yeah.
We're smoking dope, drinking, we're sneaking it was the same dude. And what's fucking crazier than that, like the schools are fucked up back then. So the truck get there, we're like, man, dude, this is ridiculous, right? Like, we gotta go back to school, man. You're right, man. This is like this dude, like, what the fuck are you doing, right? We're each like, of course, I live with my mom. She lives with my mom. They both think we're going to school or whatever. We leave every day. Hey, we're going to catch the bus, right? Fucking Dodge or whatever. Like 8 to 5, they were fucking like little fucking hoodlums, right?
Badass kids.
Yeah, bad as fuck, right?
Heavy on the hood.
Yeah. And so we gotta go back to school, right? So we're back to school. Yeah, hey, Jason. Hey, Patrick, we're waiting for you. So we go there. They, unknown to us, our parents actually knew the whole time, right?
Uh-huh.
And so the parents are there too, right? So they knew along. So, and back then it takes us to like paddle you, right? So we're like, man, we got to, we're gonna ask me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what our punishment was?
What?
We just skipped 12 straight days of school.
Uh-huh.
Our punishment was 3 days at home suspension.